Assalamualaikum and good morning. I am Shafiq. I am student from UiTM Pasir Gudang. Today, I am going to make a video about company visit. Let's go. Okay guys, so we have arrived at 3C Metal Company. So I will introduce my team.
Hello guys, my name is Muhammad Edwin Hidayat. I'm semester 4 mechanical engineering.
Okay, my name is Muhammad Arif Zohari Hazil 2023-855514 from class MEN 360 4J.
I am Muhammad Iman Rizal and I am from UiTM Pasir Gudang, Mechanical Engineering Faculty. Let's go.
3C Metal Asia is a company that plays an important role in the engineering and oil and gas industry here in Malaysia. 3C Metal Asia started in 2014 and is located in Pasir Gudang, Johor. It is part of a bigger international group called 3C Metal Asia, which operates in several countries around the world. At their facility, they do things like metal fabrication, high-pressure pipe work, structural steel assembly, and even laser scanning. Let's take a closer look at what they do.
So this is pantry room. We need to wait for someone to guide. Safety code. Ah yes.
Okay. For the myself, I'm Judas. Doing interesting matter over here. Okay. Was working here for last 5 years. I am not from Malaysia. I'm from India.
Untuk industri oil and gas, tiga proses ni yang paling kita biasa guna. Untuk piping, kita ada proses yang spesifik. Untuk piping, kita akan guna IJ yang small. Dan kebiasaannya, kalau untuk structure, kita akan guna flux core.
Alamak gelap. Masih. Gelap tu. Okey. Nanti.
This is how we prepare the material for welding. Okay, see this one, there is actually an angle. Okay, it's generally specified by the WPS. Okay, it's generally 30-35 degrees. Okay, we generally don't weld like this. Okay, when we weld like this, what happens is we only melting on the top. Okay. Now we show you the process. Very power welder. Okay. This is our guy. If you see this guy, the safety is very important for us. Okay, for everyone. If you see, it's look like alien. It's required mainly with helmets to cover your face. Okay, and protect from the lights. Okay. Also, he has boots, which is protect from parts and things that's coming up. Okay, that's protect his neck and everything. He has a mask. It's a gas mask. Okay, because this creates fumes. Okay, fumes with heavy metals. Sometimes when it's melt, it start to fume the heavy metals like manganese. Okay, when inhale it, it's very minimum quantity, but we need to protect it. Right? In minimum quantity over a long time, it's going to create problems, health issues. That's why we need to use mask. Also, he is using black glasses because it creates high intensity light. Even though he has shielding, he has secondary protection. Also, it's fully covered glasses because if someone else is grinding nearby or something happens, from backside, if some particles when somebody grinding, ice particle goes, hit on the helmet, come back and go to his eyes. So we need to use the glass also. So it's additional protection. Of course, other thing, and this is leather gloves. Okay, high heat resistant. So even if with this one, you can actually literally, if it's hot metal, just can lift it for 30 seconds, not more than that, just to protect it. Okay.
GMAW or MIG welding uses a continuously fed wire electrode and a shielding gas to create the weld. The gas, usually carbon dioxide or a mix of argon and carbon dioxide, protects the weld pool from contamination by the air. The wire acts as both the electrode and the filler material. The welding gun feeds the wire and gas automatically, making this process semi-automatic or automatic. GMAW is great for speed and efficiency. It's often used in car manufacturing, furniture frames and steel structures. At 3C Metal Asia, GMAW is used for welding mild steel sheets and frames. The operators mentioned that it's ideal for long weld because of its continuous feed system.
Next is MAW, also known as stick welding. Is a manual process where a consumable electrode coated with flux is used. The flux melts and forms as a gas that shields the weld, as well as a slag layer that protects the cooling weld. The electrode is holding in an electrode holder, and once it touches the metal surface, it creates an arc. SMAW is versatile, affordable, and works well outdoors even in windy or dirty environments. This company uses SMAW for heavy-duty jobs like structural steel and outdoor repairs. They said it's very reliable on-site but slower due to frequent electrode changes and slag removal.
This is flux.
3C Metal Asia is a division of the international 3C Metal Group, founded in 2014. The company operates a 1,800 meter square workshop and 2,200 meter square laydown yard, fitted with overhead gantry cranes and advanced fabrication equipment. They are certified under API Q1, ISO 9001, ISO 45001, and ISO 14001, showing a commitment to quality, safety and environmental sustainability. Their clients come mainly from the oil and gas, energy and petrochemical industries. 3C Metal Asia focuses on fabricating and assembling complex systems such as refinery piping systems for high pressure fluid handling. Piping systems are used to transport crude oil, intermediate products and final products such as gasoline, diesel and jet fuel between various processing units such as distillation towers, catalytic crackers and hydrotators.
There are many types of welding process, but the three most commonly used here are gas metal arc welding, GMAW, gas tungsten arc welding, GTAW, and shielded metal arc welding, SMAW. GMAW or MIG welding uses a continuously fed wire electrode and a shielding gas to create the weld. The gas, usually carbon dioxide or a mix of argon and carbon dioxide, protects the weld pool from contamination by the air. The wire acts as both the electrode and the filler material. The welding gun feeds the wire and gas automatically, making this process semi-automatic or automatic. GMAW is great for speed and efficiency. It's often used in car manufacturing, furniture frames and steel structures. At 3C Metal Asia, GMAW is used for welding mild steel sheets and frames. The operators mentioned that it's ideal for long weld because of its continuous feed system. Next type of welding is GTAW or TIG welding. GTAW or TIG welding is a precise process that uses an non-consumable tungsten electrode to create the arc. The separate filler rod is fed into the weld pool by hand and an inert gas like argon shields the area. TIG welding produces clean high-quality welds with minimal splatter and is ideal for thin materials, stainless steel and aluminium. However, it's slower and requires more skill from the welder. Here, TIG is used for critical welds that needs a neat finish like piping joints and food-grade stainless steel components. Welders told us it takes months of training to become proficient.
At 3C Metal Asia, product design begins with detailed drawings provided by the client or developed in-house. Designs are optimized to allow easy weld access, ensure strength and stability under load, match exact piping layout and tolerances. The designs are directly imported into CNC software for cutting accuracy. For quality assurance, the company uses NDT, non-destructive testing, like visual inspection, ultrasonic testing, and radiography. The next one is full traceability of materials through welding logbooks, and lastly, hydrostatic testing records for pressure verification.
Every client often wants something different. Some piping systems need special bands, rare materials, or size that are not standard. Because of this, the workers always have to change their tools, machines, and process to match each new job. This makes the work more complicated, takes extra time to set up, and increase the chance of making mistakes. Unlike mass production, where everything is the same, custom work needs more planning and teamwork. One big challenge is that there are not enough highly skilled workers, especially for important tasks like using CNC machines, doing TIG welding, and also checking quality and doing special tests. This job needs a lot of training and experience, but training new workers, it will take time. So, the company has to finish projects while also dealing with a lack of expert workers. Another issue is getting the right materials. Some special metals like high-quality alloys or imported steel are hard to find quickly. This will cause delays in buying materials, which then slow down the production and raise the cost. Sometimes, they try using other materials, but these still have to meet safety and project standards.
Suggestions for problem faced. Number 1. Managing custom fabrication. Since every client has different design requirements, we recommend using a more modular fabrication approach. This means pre-producing certain standard parts like elbows, flanges, and base frames that can be recombined or slightly modified based on client specs. Number 3. Material availability. For the raw material supply issue, we suggest building stronger relationships with local and regional suppliers, keeping a small inventory of critical or long lead materials, working with clients to standardize material specs when possible, reducing dependency on rare or imported alloys. Having alternative suppliers and pre-approved material substitutions can reduce delays without compromising quality.